Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Just because they're famous and well-off in ways some of us only dream of doesn't mean they didn't struggle for their earnings to begin with. These aren't more rags to riches stories, but rather a look at 10 of our favorite celebs and elites that at one time were more concerned with one very important question. Would you like fries with that? Number 10. Jeff Bezos. Entrepreneur, investor, technology guru, and former burger flipper. Jeffrey Preston Bezos may not be a household name like other well-known billionaires, but you have this former McDonald's employee to thank for your favorite online shopping venue. No, not Adam and Eve. We mean Amazon.com, the world's leading online retailer of books, DVDs, electronics, and a whole lot more. Before Bezos came up with the idea for Amazon and became a CEO worth up to $65.2 billion, he held a McJob. Following his father's example, Bezos took a summer job at McDonald's as a teenager, manned the grill, and learned the value of hard work, something the Amazon CEO believes you can't learn just in school. Number 9. James DArcy. English actor James DArcy has been appearing on television since 1996, with his first role being a one-off walk-on of Student on the British crime drama Silent Witness. It wasn't the first time the Agent Carter star was in the company of danger either. Prior to scoring bigger roles in 2001 with Rebel Heart, DArcy held down a job at McDonald's. While it wasn't his least favorite job, he did have a gun waved in his face as he manned the register. Shortly after receiving a raise he deemed insufficient for his hard work, DArcy put down the burger flipper for good. Number 8. Keenan Ivory Wayans. Try to get most kids these days to put in a solid, honest week of work, and you're probably going to be met with backlash. I know, that makes me sound old and crotchety. But hey, I am old and crotchety. But it's a great segue into the story of Keenan Ivory Wayans and his stint with everybody's favorite fast food peddler. Sometimes a family needs help, such as the rather large Wayans family. Knowing he could make a difference in the household and provide his parents with some financial help, In Living Color creator Keenan Ivory Wayans took up a job at McDonald's and sacrificed his grade point average to pull in 70-hour work weeks as a manager. Number 7. Pharrell Williams. He may make us happy, but the same can't quite be said about the supervisors he used to work under at McDonald's. On 3 separate occasions, Pharrell claims he was fired, stating his best employee trait was his chicken nugget eating skills. The lazy teenage version of the now hard-working musician chose 3 separate locations, finding that not one of them appreciated his youthful antics. Despite his 3 terminations, McDonald's was far from done with Pharrell, as he would later go on to co-write with Justin Timberlake the well-known jingle that would act as the company's catchy logo, "I'm Loving It." Number 6. Seal. Former husband to Heidi Klum and Kiss from a Rose scribe Seal Henry Olusegun Olamide Odiola Samuel, or however the heck you say his name, did plenty in his life to be proud of, the biggest of which is when he shortened his name for the sake of his music career, and this video. Thank you. Beyond that, we're thinking he's also quite delighted with the hard 2 weeks he spent working at McDonald's in Kentish Town. That's right, award-winning musician Seal adorned Mickey D's uniform, one he claims was 2 sizes too small, for 2 whole weeks until his first paycheck came in. Then, like any hardworking employee that loves their job, he bailed and moved on to better things. Number 5. Pink. If you're wondering how Pink came up with the idea to be suspended overhead during her performance at the 56th Annual Grammy Awards, we think it probably all started with her former job at McDonald's. Alright, so that's probably a stretch, but it is true that the fun-loving songstress held down the fort at McDonald's. Manning the drive-thru microphone, Pink was working to make her own money, a desire that her parents had bestowed upon her. While it may not have been the most glorious of jobs, she did claim that the microphone made her feel like Janet Jackson. Well, it's something, right? Number 4. Shania Twain. In 2015, a strange argument was being posed as the battle for higher minimum wages was growing more and more heated. As people cried out for $15 an hour minimum, companies like McDonald's were fearing they'd feel the burn, and if they felt it, so too would their investors. So, one investor spoke out stating that if Shania Twain had been paid $15 an hour, she never would have gone on to become the Canadian country music queen that she is today. That's right, Shania Woody Twain was once a McDonald's employee, and during her time there, she states she learned tons about the meaning of service. Number 3. James Franco. Hollywood goofball and former one-armed hiker James Franco seems to be enjoying the spotlight now, but the former Freaks and Geeks actor didn't always get to enjoy the finer things in life. While trying to kickstart his acting career, Franco had dropped out of college, earning disapproval from his parents and the need to find a suitable job. Since acting wasn't quite paying the bills and nearby waiter jobs were filled by more experienced candidates, Franco turned to the one place that many consider a last resort, besides Walmart. It's a toss-up. McDonald's hired him the same day he applied and gave him the late shift at the drive-thru, an opportunity he saw to practice fake accents. A few years and many successful roles later, Franco is still sticking up for McDonald's, stating it was there for him when no one else was. Number 2. Rachel McAdams. We may love her as head mean girl Regina George, but the attention-grabbing actress wasn't always loved and revered. For a 3-year period in her life, starting at the age of 16, McAdams worked behind the counter at McDonald's, wreaking havoc and being a not-so-great employee. McAdams recounts breaking the orange juice machine and having a difficult time balancing OCD with hand washing and time at the drive-thru window. While she worked at the Golden Arches, the aspiring actress was directing kids' theater, a job that didn't quite pay the bills. Number 1. Leno. Today he's collecting cars and schmoozing with the stars. As a teenager, the big-chinned funny man spent his days ensuring your value meal order came out just as you ordered it. At the time, Leno was unaware that he'd be on his way to bigger and better things, but his talent and humor were definitely present during his McD's employment. During a regional McDonald's talent show, the former talk show host won first prize for a comedy routine he put together. Though minimum wage may not have been ideal, Leno claims his job at McDonald's helped him hone his people skills and ability to make them laugh. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to visit and sign up with our friends at Geek Fuel by using our affiliate link found in the description section. For just $20 a month, you'll receive at least $50 worth of geeky stuff that you'll actually use. Each box comes with a t-shirt you'll actually want to wear and a free Steam game download, usually valued at $10 or more. Don't miss out on this monthly box that Stan Lee himself endorses. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep updated on more lists like these, box openings, and giveaways. You wanna supersize that?